10 o'clock live. We are talking all things going live with confidence and ease. So come on in, ask your questions. We're going to talk about how to go live. So feel free to come in, ask your questions, friends. So as you guys prepare to join my live stream, we're going to talk about some of the etiquette. I want to make sure you guys are liking the live. Click that like button. Also click the subscriber button below as well as the bell to get notifications of when I go live and post content. So thank you all for being here. This is, hopefully we'll have a good conversation, a good chat. Appreciate you all joining me. Let me know if you have any questions about the Go Live process. Appreciate the support from all of you. Before we get started, we always talk about how to go live. What are some of the things you need to do for this live stream? So I am going to make this a playlist. We're going to go over to the TikTok streets and talk over there. But I start here first so I can connect with all of you, talk about the etiquette here first. And I am a YouTube partner, so I know a little bit about how to grow your channel, how to get access to your channel, to get access to some of the monetization programs here, such as the YouTube Partners program. So I do have the shopping cart activated. I do have memberships as well as the gifting options available. And then I do run ads on my post and my content as well. So that's called the ad revenue, that's AdSense. So I have that option available as well. So feel free to come in, ask your questions, my friends. I'm getting my screen set up. So thank you all for being here. Let me know if there's any questions that you need information about. I'm happy to address those as well. So we're gonna get started in just a few minutes. Hopefully you guys can hear me clearly. Everything's good. I appreciate you all being here. And so we're gonna get ready to go over to the TikTok streets also. So we go live over there as another way to build community, to connect with all of you. So this is also, like I said, going to be a playlist so you can go back and watch at your leisure. So thank you all for joining me. Thank you all for watching and connecting. I appreciate the support. Here's a quick tutorial. So let me know if you have any questions, my friends. So we will get started in just a few minutes. Let me just make sure I'm on the right page. And we'll get started on the TikTok streets also. So feel free to come in. Appreciate you all joining. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. Welcome to the live. I am Dr. Lisa. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you joining. Let me know if you have any questions. I am Dr. Lisa, so I appreciate you all joining. Let me know if you have any questions about live streaming. That's what we talk about. I come live every single day, talking about how to go live with confidence and ease. So feel free to ask your questions. I also will make this a playlist. So we're going to go over to the TikTok streets in just a moment. And we're going to talk over there. So feel free to ask questions here. I'm happy to assist you with your live stream journey. In the meantime, let me know if you're new to the room. If you do go live, put that in the chat as well. So I appreciate you all joining. And let me know if there's any questions about how to go live on YouTube, since I'm here. So I can tell you about my journey and how I done, how I how I built out this page and really focus on continued growth and support. Thank you so much. Let's focus on live stream questions only, my friends. I appreciate you all, but no pets. So thank you so much for being here, though. Appreciate all the support. We're going to get started in just a few minutes. And if you are new to the room, give me a thumbs up, like the live. Also, click that subscriber button below. And let me know if there's any questions about how to go live. So thank you so much for being here. I appreciate the support, my friends. Let me know if there's any questions. And then if you guys have questions, feel free to ask questions about how to go live with confidence and ease. I'm here to answer those questions as well. Thank you so much for joining me. Appreciate you all being here. We're going to get started in just a few minutes. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, friend. I appreciate the compliments. So I accept compliments, so appreciate the support. Let me know if you have any questions about going live, though. All right? Appreciate all the support, my friends. Thank you so much for being here. In the meantime, we're going to get going shortly. So come on in, ask your questions as we prepare to get started. if there's any questions. Let's see, my friends. Give me 1 second. We're gonna have to do a couple housekeeping things. Want to make sure. So let me know if you have any questions. Um, Thank you, everybody. Give me 1 second. I'm sending a message. I want to make sure I sent a message so I can have a couple different options going on. Thank you so much. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate the support. Hello, friends. How are you? Thank you so much for joining. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Feel free to give me a thumbs up. Also, subscribe to the channel. Let me know if there's any questions. We're going to get started on the TikTok streets in just a few minutes. Thank you so much. All right, friends. Appreciate you all being here. Thank you for the likes. If you guys haven't click the like button, click the subscriber button as well as the bell to get notifications of when I go live and post content. Thank you so much for supporting the live. We're about to go live on TikTok. Thank you, friends. I appreciate the support. Thank you for the compliments. Feel free to like the live. Let me know if you have any questions. I had to work on a message real quick, so I wanted to make sure I got that out. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate all the support, everybody. We're about to go live on TikTok, so stay with me. We're going to talk about going live and live streaming tips, friends. TikTok Live, live streaming tips, new live hosts, how to go live on TikTok. Feel free to ask your questions. We are talking how to go live, doing live streaming tips. Come in, ask your questions. If you are new, afraid, scared, shy, come in, ask your questions on how to go live. This is my 10 o'clock live. We're talking to new live hosts, beginner-friendly tips, new live hosts who are looking to go live, 50 years and older live hosts as well. How you doing, Toya? Welcome to the room. Others coming in, I appreciate you all joining. This is my 10 o'clock live, so coming on in. Hey, friend, how you doing? Cash, welcome to the room, friend. Thank you so much for joining. We are just getting started, so I appreciate the support. So come in, ask your questions, my friend. Thank you for grabbing that daily heart me. I appreciate it. Others coming in, joining us, feel free to come in. We're going to get a nice group of people coming in that support the live stream. Hey, Wealthy with T, welcome to the room. Tanya, welcome to the room as well. Appreciate you all. Let me share out my live. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you all joining. So let me know if you have any questions as we get started. I'm just now getting my live going. So I appreciate you all coming in and asking questions. And let me know where you're from as well. Appreciate you all being here. So we're going to get started in just a few minutes. And so let me know if there's questions. Any of my new friends coming in. Hey, Q, how you doing, friend? Welcome, welcome. How was your birthday weekend? How did it turn out for you, friend? I know it was wonderful. Thank you so much for being here. Jennifer Springs, how you doing, friend? Come on in. Thank you so much, everybody coming in, joining me. Natty Nat, how are you, my friend? Appreciate you being here as well. Great job, Natty Nat. I like your line. You said, so the affirmations is a hit. So everybody's like, I'm here for the affirmations. The workout was great, but I'm here for the end. This is like the end cap to make sure I start my morning off right. So appreciate you being here, friend. Others coming in, that's a great idea. A great idea was. I love that you're doing that because your community, they're like, look here, we need all the encouragement and motivation we can get. So you are doing it and giving it to them, friend. Thank you so much, everybody, joining me. You said I appreciate that advice. You're welcome. You're welcome. I don't mean to brag, but I set up a 101 and filled out the form. Where's my cookie? I'm so proud of you, Q. proud of you. I saw it, friend. I did see it. I was like, look at how cute. Like, I'm doing this, friend. I am starting this next half of the year off with a bang. So, I love it, friend. You are doing a great job too. So, are we gonna see you live this week? I know I'm off schedule. You probably have been going live, Holly Q. I'm so off. Forgive me, friend. My schedule is so off track right now with me trying to get back in the swing of things. Thank you for making me prepared. I sincerely appreciate it. You're welcome, friend. You are so welcome. I'm going to take a look at the form and see what we're talking about, friend. But there's so many. I mean, there's so many things that you're doing that is, totally awesome. So just keep it up, and we'll look at the analytics and just talk a little bit about, going forward, some strategies. Okay. You have the Sunshine Report today at 9 PST. Hey Sandy, welcome to the room. Appreciate you all. Others coming in, appreciate you all joining in. We are liking the live, sharing the live out. So thank you so much for joining me. Let me know if there's any questions. I appreciate all the support. My new friends who are in the room. Shayla, how you doing, friend? I see you red. Red is red. Is that what that is? Thank you so much, Kurt. Welcome to the room. Limitless Possibilities. Welcome, my friend Tanya Cash. Natty Nat and Hallie Q, thank you all for being here as well. I appreciate it. Black Girl Podcasters are creating a whole summit and website. Ooh, that's gonna be good. That's gonna be real good. I need to get over there because I said that's part of my quarter, my second half of the year, quarter three, quarter four. I'm starting to prep for that. I need to make it a priority. So I have to figure out, let's get this going. There's a couple things I have that are kind of in the works. So I need to finalize those things. July's just been a crazy month for travel and stuff. So I'm going to get back at it. Those who are coming in, appreciate you all. I see you, some of my new friends coming in and join. Let me know if you have questions. Anyone want to start a paragraph? We got you. Hey, y'all got me. I do want to start. I do. I think what I'm doing here, I just need to take it and just start the process. Not major tweaks that need to happen. I just need to go ahead and just formalize it. So that is on my list of things I want to do because I might as well just go ahead and start it because I'm doing it anyway. That's what I'm saying. I'm doing it anyway. That wouldn't mean to laugh, but yeah, I am doing it anyway. So thank you so much, friend. I appreciate y'all. Y'all keep me motivated. That's the thing about it. Hopefully you guys are encouraged. And what we talked about earlier in the week, especially with 50 years and older, our circle sometimes gets a little smaller in terms of who we want to surround ourselves with. We've kind of had maybe friends along over our lifetime, and now we're like, okay, you know what? Let me narrow this circle a little lower, a little smaller. And I would tell you to surround yourself around people who are going to elevate you. And if you are the only person motivating you, then you need to get some other people around you. I'm just going to say that because sometimes you need encouragement from other people. And if those people who are currently around you are not motivating you, let me say that because we got some of that that's happening too. Sometimes we may need to change our circle altogether. So I just want to put that out there. You are already doing 80% of the work of the podcast. The rest of it, I know. That's it. I just need to build in the time. Make that a priority. Because, yeah, it's editing. And then there's, like, software that you use. I think you're using Raystrain or StreamYard. Which one are you using? But, things like that is also available. And it makes it a little easier, too. So I just need to embrace some of that stuff. So I think that's where I'm at. Hey, God bless child. How you doing? God bless child. God bless child. I saw the less for a second there. God bless child. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you, friend. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for that daily heart me. Appreciate you all joining. If you are new to the room, what we do in the beginning is that we typically will warm up the room. We're doing the likes. You see the shares. Thank you, Sandy, for sharing out the live. We're trying to get to 10K. Right under my name is the hearts. Those are the hearts that are flowing to the side. We try to get to 10K in 10 minutes. So the first 10 minutes of any live, it should be part of that warm up, that activation that you're trying to get your room to engage. You ask great questions. They're commenting back. There should be some of that happening. And then you'll get the flash go. Hey, Dr. Michelle, welcome to the room. Others coming in, I appreciate you. We just got the flash go. It's 11 ice cream cones. So we got exactly 11 people in the room. We can see if we get all 11 of us to support and share an ice cream cone and send that for the room. So this is TikTok's flash goal. It's not my goal. It's TikTok. It's a way to kind of see if the room is actively engaging when it comes to the gifted engagement. I tell you guys all the time that is a big piece of your live stream. You can pretend like it doesn't exist. You can ignore if you don't, if you want to. But my point of saying that is, you want to do it. You want to, activate that so that people can engage broadly in your live. All right, that's what this is. This is an engagement app. And so you can pretend like it doesn't exist and this is not an engagement app and you just come on TikTok, but your room won't grow. You want community, you want to grow. So a lot of this means that people have to actively engage too. And so you have to be an engaging live host also. So you got to kind of think about, what are you saying? What are you doing? How are you getting and fostering that type of support for your room? But also, how are you giving content that people are looking for? So it is a balancing act. I say that. I want to be clear about that because I think sometimes people don't realize that. Hey, Dula Shelley, welcome to the room. Appreciate you. I know some people I talk to, they're like, hey, I don't want to do it. I'm like, well, you really should be on TikTok. Just saying. Thank you for lighting up that gallery with the roses. Appreciate you, friend. Thank you so much. I don't know why I never see the flash go, only the live goes. So you never get the flash go. Well, you know what? Your room may be activating early too, because the nature of your room, where people are doing your viewer wishes and doing the sand art request, you might be getting some early activation. So maybe it's not necessary. I only get them every so often too. Really, maybe it's the nature of your live streams. Hey friends, thank you for following me, Sherry. Appreciate you. Yeah, it comes still for me, y'all. I wish I wasn't getting them. Dr. Lataria, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being a title gifter 3 times. I appreciate it. In 100 minutes, Dr. Lataria. Thank you so much for those populars. I appreciate that. Yeah, I get them still. There's a few times where I don't receive them at all, which is good. But again, my room is different than both of your formats. Both of you are doing something that's very activated from the moment you start your live. And so maybe that's just a difference in types of rooms that you have. Flash goes like a fun, did you show up to work today challenge? Exactly. I like that, Halaku. That's cute. And like, look here. Are y'all here? Are we all here? Thank you, the launching point. Thank you so much for coming in, supporting. I appreciate you guys. And I think we get that flash goal? I think we did, y'all. We got it. Thank you so much for supporting everybody. I appreciate it. Dan, Shella, how you doing, friends? Thank you all for supporting the live stream. If you guys don't mind sharing out the live, thank you so much for all those shares. I appreciate it. You can share it. You can add it to stories. You can repost it. You can press down on the middle of my nose, my glasses, and do what's called a power share. So if you don't mind sharing the live out, let's get some new friends. Limitless, welcome to the room. Thank you, Kurt. Appreciate the masquerade. Thank you so much, everybody. And so definitely get your room activated. So the people who are like me, where you're talking, you're having this conversation with your community, I think it feels different to TikTok. Natty Nat she does chair fitness workouts. So she is in the chair, she is dancing, she is doing her thing, the music is popping. So early in her live, there's this movement, this activation that's happening. So I think it's a different experience. Sandy is a creative, where she's doing the sand art drawing. That movement is there, that activation is there. The chat is moving. People are asking for her to do the drawings of their name and stuff. So again, I think it's just a different feel. I think the rooms just already instantly requires that movement and activation that happens. Unlike me talking. TikTok's like, you just talking. There's nothing else going on here, just you talking. So, but it's important that you are having your community involved in that way. So it's important that you give people support in the room and understanding how to support you as well. You can, yeah. So people do it, yeah, quite a bit. Thank you so much. I had my friend Kyle. Thank you so much. Is it Callie? Maybe it's Callie. Thank you so much. She was asking about ASMR. Yeah, so people do ASMR on the live streams. Absolutely. That's very popular, actually. Yeah, have y'all seen the ASMR live streams? It just depends on what your ASMR niche is, but yeah, people do it. I think a lot of it is based on the microphone, the sound quality, the things like that you got to pay attention to, but people do the eating, the smacking, all that stuff too. Yeah. So it's different ASMR strategies, I guess, or tactics. So yeah, so as you guys know, I do co-stream on both TikTok and TikTok and YouTube. And so we had a friend over here actually ask a great question about live streaming. So yeah, so I do the co-streaming, so you guys will hear me talk to them as well. Rebellious Joy, welcome to the room. Good morning. Good morning to you as well, my friend. Thank you all for being here. If you guys are new in the chat, put new. Good morning, Shella. Thank you so much. Put new in the chat if this is your first time catching me live and you have not been here before. Let me do a quick intro. My name is Dr. Lisa. I am a PhD, not an MD. I'm a PhD in leadership and education, new to the room. Hey, Jess. Um, and so I come live. I've been going live since January 2025, going live every day, twice a day, starting in February 2025. So I come here twice a day. I have a 10 a.m. and a 4 p.m. Eastern live I do. And I am a TikTok live coach. So I teach you about going live. I also teach you other tips and strategies when it comes to monetization, a real PhD. Not an EDD, not any of the other ones, not an MD, none of that. I'm a PhD. So did that dissertation, did all the work. Thank you, Dr. Michelle. So that is real talk, friend. Um, and so with that, I talk about live streaming. I teach you how to go live. I just joined the 50 plus club last Tuesday, so almost a week from now, a week ago. And I have this on my board just to make sure I'm talking to people who are probably unfamiliar with this platform, unfamiliar with going live. How do you do this? How do you build community? How do you monetize? And so I teach that here. So I hope hopefully you can learn some tips and strategies about the live streaming process. You can start your own live stream. I also teach you about engagement as a viewer because you're going to need to know how to engage as a viewer because when you go live, you're going to teach your viewers how to go live. I mean, how to engage properly. And so you want to make sure you're understanding that as well. I actually do a lot of show and tell. Hey, Delish, is that it? Delish Divas, thank you so much for being here. North Compass Travel, welcome to the room. Hello, my friend. Thank you, Alec. Good morning. Good morning. And so, Tammy, welcome. Hey, Dr. Lisa, how you doing? Happy belated. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And so I teach it here. I'm also what's called a creator network owner. I have an agency. It's a free program here on TikTok. It's free because your monetization through the Skill Live rewards of what happens in your live stream is basically teaching you how to, well, I teach you how to go live, but the agency is helping you and supporting you with training, monetization strategy, as well as protection so that you can stay in compliance with TikTok. We're going to talk about protection. We're going to talk about community guidelines. I'm going to do a little bit of show and tell today because I realize as I start having people in my agency, you guys ask great questions, and I'm all about, let me show you where things are located. Teach a person how to fish, they'll eat for the rest of their life. So I'm going to show you where things are located so you can go back to it and find it yourself. All right? You can come back here, ask questions. I'm totally fine with answering questions, but I'll also teach you where things are located. There's no reason why I got to gatekeep like that. You find out where it's located, and then you can learn and read it for yourself. Okay? So we're going to talk about that today because I want you guys to know where things are located. When people ask questions, I'm like, oh, that's a question I need to be talking about more. So that's good. Sugar, how you doing, friend? Welcome to the room. So we'll talk about community guidelines. I'm going to show you where things are located. I have my backup phone, so I'll actually show it to you. When it comes to the agency too, I was about to say, Skill Live Rewards is how you monetize on TikTok. You get rewards for people who are gifting in your live. So we have the flash goal. There's my viewer wishes. I have a live goal. We have our gallery, gift gallery that is brand new because it resets today on Monday. And so all that is ways that you can engage in the live stream and support the live host. And when you start going live, those are the things you're going to want to do or want to talk about because that's how you monetize. And then when it comes to the agency, TikTok gets a percentage of it and TikTok's portion pays the agency a few percentages. All of your creators are scaling and learn live streaming. Start now. That is so true. I mean, for real, for real, for real. A lot of people have been really leaning in on the content side, which is fine. Thank you so much, North Compass. Appreciate the masquerade. Which is fine to lean in on the content side. And I'm I'm one of those people where I need to advance my content a little bit more. I've started here on the live stream, so I'm comfortable here. But doing the content is important. So a lot of people have kind of started off, the big creators started off with content creation, going viral, building their following, and then also get into creator rewards and other programs. And so they focus that way. And but not realizing that they were sleeping on this live stream thing. And live stream, and Holly Q, you're such a great example. If you guys are not connected with her, connect with her. She's a great example of someone that can do the live stream, can also build relationships with brands, and then have brand deals going on. And so that's a part of this. That's a big part of it. And so you get that exposure, you build your community, and then you're able to leverage it for other opportunities. All right. So just that's what we're doing here. We are thinking beyond just here and now. And I think that's the biggest thing. People start here, they get frustrated, they're scared, they're afraid, they're nervous, they're doing all the things that's holding them back by not starting, or starting and stopping. The thing here is that this is a long game. You got to keep doing it, keep going, and you're going to build. But it takes time. And if you stop before it even gets started, you're going to miss your opportunities. All right. Thank you so much, friends. I appreciate you guys. Good morning. Good morning, my friends. Thank you all for those. Dr. Lisa Cares and the Masquerade. I appreciate all the support. Thank you so much. Thank you for that. I love you so much. Natty Nat, thank you for that daily heart me. Those who are just coming in, if you have not followed the live host, you can follow me. That's the first support you can offer. You also can click join. Join is how you become a part of my fan club. The fan club is how you build community. So you want people to be a part of your fan club as you go live too. Go live and the opportunities will present themselves. Trust. That's true. They will. You know, it really is what I was saying earlier, surrounding yourself around people who are going to elevate you, continue to motivate you. That's what you need too. Because those people will start sharing different experiences, sharing different opportunities. And before you know it, you're like, wow, I need to be doing that. Oh, that's a great idea. Why didn't I think of that? Let me start that. That's what happens with this space. You're going to be around creators that are really doing really great things for their community. Hey, Brandon, how you doing, friend? I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. Thank you for that, Dr. Lisa Cares and the Daily Heart Me. So it's going to be important that you start the process. Come on, speak on it. Like-minded people, that's true. That is so true. You need to. So when you get to 50, 50 plus, when you get to 50 plus, maybe, and I'm not shading any of my people under 50 because I just got here, y'all. I just got here. But but it is something about how you think about relationships. All right? How are you thinking about relationships? And relationships that really matter for you, really matter to you. Okay? Y'all laughing at me. I'm already there. I know. My 30s and my 40-year-olds, I'm not shading any of y'all. Y'all can come into the room. Y'all can come to the room. It is totally fine. But you really do think differently about relationship. And Dr. Michelle, you know, because Dr. Michelle gives relationship advice. So she understands relationships in a holistic way. Sweetie Pie, welcome to the room. But when you get to this point in life, you're thinking about what relationships really matter. And how am I being, elevating from this relationship? How is this relationship helping me, supporting me? What does this relationship mean to me? How does it matter? Those are the things you're thinking about. And if you are in a relationship, no matter if it's romantic, friendship, family members, your children, that is not serving you well, you're now at a point in your life where you're like, you know what? Let me take a step back. I don't need this. This is not for me. And then you can evaluate and say, okay, what do I do need? What do I need? What type of relationship do I need to be around? Who do I need to surround myself with? And that's the key here, because you want to make sure you're surrounding yourself around people that are going to support you, elevate you, and keep you encouraged and motivated. Because this work here can be lonely. You said, preach, my sister. I appreciate it. Thank you, friend. I appreciate that. Good morning, JB. How you doing, friend? Stepping in quietly and sitting in the back. I love that. Hey, sweetie pie. Welcome to the room, everybody. I appreciate you all coming through. TikTok is saying my phone is overheating. TikTok, be nice. Yes, absolutely. So what I'm basically saying is, when you're doing this live thing, it's a process. And if you are a person that quits easily, you quit, you run, you're a runner, okay, then you're going to have to reevaluate how you have been operating, because this requires you to stay at it and make sure you're around people who are going to encourage you and keep you going. All right? Thank you, friends on the YT. And so keep dropping them gems, my sister. I appreciate it, friend. Good morning. How you doing? Created new. Welcome to the room, my friend. And so what we talk about here is just the go live process. I don't want you guys to miss that. You said a track star. You said you're a track star. You run. And you said that this is not for the weak. It's not for the weak. Long term vision is key. It has to be. When I I've been doing this for over a year and a half. When I started this year, I said this is my year of growth. Growth with my follower counts, growth with my ability to continue and be consistent and grow in different other avenues I want to go into. We talked about voice acting. I'm starting that process. We talked about my ability to think about or to engage in the podcast process, my ability to elevate my YouTube channel. All those things are things I'm actively doing. All right. I'm in the works for it. And so 2026 for me was a year of growth, staying consistent with this, growing my community, growing the agency. All those things is what I'm focused on. It ain't about quitting, because it's been hard. The summer was really hard, y'all. I'm just gonna say that. The summer months, they really are. They're not for the weak, like we said earlier. And you'll sit back and say, well, wait a minute, why am I doing this? Why have things changed? What is it about this live that is not going my way? And I will say, just keep going, because your breakthrough is around the corner. Keep going. Things will slow down this summer. We know the summer months are weird. So I tell myself that. And then I'm around other people who also are seeing and experiencing it, and able to encourage each other and say, okay, we're not going to quit. We're not going to stop. We're going to keep going, because we know this is what happens. But we're going to see this breakthrough in the fourth quarter or later in the third quarter of the year. So you got to keep going, but you got to surround yourself around people who are going to encourage you. Keep going, never give up. You're moving in God's purpose and plans. I love that. Thank you so much. Hey, Suey. Welcome to the room, my friends. How you doing? Shireen, thank you so much for being here. Lady Gloria, welcome back, my friend. Thank you all for the follows. I appreciate you all coming through. If you're new to the room, feel free to say new. I'm new. Thank you for the happy birthday. Appreciate that, Dr. Michelle. Thank you so much, friends. Thank you for the hand heart. Put new in the chat if you're new to the room. We're just talking. We're just talking, y'all. Trinidad Beauty, welcome to the room, my friend. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you coming in and joining the live stream. Let me know, did y'all come also because of my board saying 50 years and older? How many of y'all are 50 years and older in the room? And if you're not, this is for you too. I'm not telling you to leave. You're welcome to stay. All right. New from Jamaica, welcome. It is O'Neill, Shirley, aka Bud. Hey, Bud. Welcome to the room. You say yes, 54. Love it. Love it. I got a lot this morning, 150, but just 5 in the room. Well, that's good. That's growth. Don't give up. That is growth. Every person coming in, connecting, engaging is growth. Don't look at it as only. It is good. That's all good. 49.9. When is your birthday? Is it next month? Welcome to the room, friend. Yes, over 50. Yes, I think so. Okay. Nearly 50, newly 54. Happy birthday, friend. Happy birthday. I love it. So I put that there because not that there's not spaces for us. And granted, I'm new to the club. I just joined the club last Tuesday, so I'm new. But I want to make sure I'm talking to us, because first of all, this is a space that we are not familiar with. Let's be real about it. We didn't grow up with live streaming. We didn't grow up with all the different technology and advancements and stuff that is here right now. The AI resources and tools, the smartphones, the tablets, all the things we can do when it comes to being in this space or doing anything with digital marketing. We didn't have that. And so I want to speak to us, because at the end of the day, we can do this too. There's a space for us here. On top of that, we need to think about, okay, what are we doing, that will put us at another place in our life that we've never even imagined before. I did not dream this for myself, but I'm here. This was not on my bingo card, but I'm here. And I love it. I enjoy it. I think it's such a great way to connect with people and build and say all the inner thoughts and feelings that I have and answer questions and support people and help them elevate. And so I love this space. And so I'm here, to make sure that other people are having a similar experience, if not better. Thank you so much, sweetie pie. I appreciate you, friend. There's a space for us. Absolutely. Yep, I started with the world's largest gateway dial-up. I love it. Thank you so much. I love that. Got a lot of people without engagement numbers. So that's the training. That's the training you're gonna have to kind of work with them and get them going. And you're gonna build your community for that too. I feel the same way. Thank you so much. There's a lady who's on TikTok. She's 84 years old and she has thousands of followers and she's cooking. Yes. That's all the time. That's all the time. You see, you have all these stories of people who are here, and age is just a number. They're defining who they want to be and what they want to do on this platform. They're creating community. And at the end of the day, you just show up, and there's somebody here for you. I always knew it was for me. I was just excuse for making for way too long. Yeah, it is. This the excuses you were making. Yeah, I got you, friend. Preach, my sister. Thank you so much. Thank you for the follow, Ricky. I appreciate that. Those who are coming in the room, if you haven't followed the live host, go ahead and click follow. You also can join my fan club. Gotta find my niche audience. Well, I mean, it's spiritual motivation, encouragement. That's it. You just have to start going live. You're gonna find your people. Just start doing it. In addition, getting older this day that we live in is a blessing. It is. It is. Let's do this, events. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for coming in. Somebody's comment got filtered. You said find your tribe. Yeah. Yeah. So I start here. I just started here with this conversation because it was just pressing on me to talk a little bit more about motivation and encouragement. And we have a lot of people in the room who are already going live, doing their thing. And I just want to make sure you guys are staying at it, surrounding yourself with people who are going to encourage you and keep you going. You said, how old am I? I'm 50. I just turned 50 on Tuesday, 21st of July. Yep, just turned 50. Yep, so I'm new to the club. So new to the club. But at the end of the day, I've been doing this, and I know a lot of people who have surrounded me and connected in this space are people who are, I tell you all the time, your audience is a reflection of you. And I see myself in so many people who are here asking questions, who have joined the agency. I see myself because I was that person, or am still that person who, just starting this process, trying to figure out the next step, the next move. I got you by 4. I fell out. I'm older. Yes. You're my older brother. Hey, Soda, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Hand hearts, the title gifter. Appreciate you, Fred. This is my safe space. Thank you, sweetie pie. Appreciate you too. I love it. Thank you. I love the encouraging words. We need them sometimes. We do need them because we're in this space, and sometimes we don't see, people like us doing this. We see the people who have already surpassed us, and we think that we forget that they had a journey, they had a start. And I want to make sure you guys stay encouraged, even in the beginning stages of this. It doesn't happen overnight. You got to stay at it, stay with it. You'll see a breakthrough happen. Got to break the poverty and lack mindset. Ooh, yes, that's so true. That is so true. Let me pin that because Pastor Steve just said something that we all need to pay attention to, because sometimes we do operate in a lack mindset. And we focus on kind of the things that are not going well, not realizing that for somebody else, you might be doing great. When you compare yourself to somebody else who's just starting, just getting at this. And on top of that, there's always a climb. And what happens here, and I'm going to tell you guys this, because a lot of people don't realize this. There is a climb that has to happen, and it depends on how you start this live streaming process, will determine how long of a climb you have. Because, yeah, they want to see people who are actively engaged and connected and drawing people in. This AI is paying attention to that. So if your live doesn't have that motion and engagement going on, and you're here and you're nervous and afraid, then yeah, it may take a little time for you to get acclimated and build that. Build the confidence, build the camera readiness, all those things have to happen. But that takes time. And at the end of the day, respect the process. Because recognize that your process is still at the early stages of it. He said, Nadia, thank you so much, friend. Thank you so much, guys, for the populars and stuff. I want to make sure I say thank you and I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Pastor Steve. I see you, friend. Yeah, to get wealth. Absolutely. And so I preach my sister. I appreciate it. I'm always nervous, but I'm good. Yep, yep. Tap and tag from the FYP. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate you being here. Thank you for your words of encouragement. I appreciate you all. Hey, Unwritten Unstoppable and Brand coming in. Good morning. And thank you so much, friend. I appreciate the support. Um, Here's the deal, though. I just want to speak a little bit about this process because the process takes time. It is a process. I said earlier I got my PhD. The one thing my dissertation chair told me, he said a doctorate is a done dissertation. That's it. So what you have to do is get through that process of finishing that dissertation. That's what this is about. So if you are not going to finish the dissertation, if you're not going to do the work, if you're not going to show up, then yeah, you're not going to get done. You're not going to finish. Thank you so much for the title gifters. I see you, friend. Unwritten Unstoppable. Thank you for those roses. I appreciate you, friend. Those coming in, I appreciate you. Real Talk with Heidi. Welcome to the room. Did you say you have your PhD? Yeah, I have a PhD. PhD in Leadership and Education, concentration, higher ed administration. My career, my background has been in higher education, student affairs in particular, and I oversaw like career education for the campuses I worked at, as well as advising in diversity and inclusion programs. So that's pretty much my background. And then here, so I worked at the traditional higher ed institutions, and then I worked for the for-profit side, a corporation for higher ed, so partnership programs and stuff. And so that's what I last left. Since you turned your PhD degrees into a money machine. You're so sweet. I'm getting there yet. I ain't there yet. I ain't there yet. But I appreciate that. Excellent. Thank you. Thank you. You said, yep, yep. You speaking into existence. I hear you and I receive that. Hidden Hustle, welcome to the room. Others coming in. Hey, Charlene. I was in your room, friend. You didn't even say goodbye. You just shut the live off. I was like, what in the world? I was in your room this morning. I was like, what happened? I just dropped in somebody else's room. Charlene's like, I gotta go to work. Hey Eugene, going to find some TikTok Go content. Oh, awesome, friend. I love it. Keep it up. I love it. Hello, everybody. I appreciate it. Multiplication in 27 by the 1,000. Go ahead. I hear you. Thank you, Pastor Steve. I received that. Girl, TikTok shut it off because I missed the. Oh, you missed the puzzle. Oh, okay. Okay. I was like, that was abrupt. Okay, all right. Sorry about that. People on here have turned fake degrees into money making too. I know. I don't like it. I don't like it. You know, I felt a certain way. Let me say this out loud because I did feel a certain way. Somebody came in my live and was like, "Oh, what have you gotten your degree and stuff?" I was like, "I worked too hard for that degree for me to be sitting up here lying to y'all." My dissertation actually is right here by my table here. But with that, it's unfortunate that somebody would lie and I don't, I'm not gonna pass judgment because who am I to judge? I don't know her story. I don't know her journey. I don't know what the deal is. It doesn't seem true. So I will say that it doesn't seem like it's the truth. But at the end of the day, then other people have to kind of also now have to prove themselves. When we worked hard, I worked hard for that degree. That degree happened during my divorce. So that degree was blood, sweat, and a lot of tears. And so recognizing, to come here and now have to talk about it in that way, like, hey, yeah, I'm legit, I've done this. I felt a certain way about it, but at the end of the day, that's what happens on social media. So some of that stuff you got to contend with. So hey, Queen Shine, how you doing? Some of that stuff you got to contend with. I don't like that's the narrative, and now everyone has to kind of prove themselves because of it. But there are people who are not legit. There are people who are being dishonest, or they're using titles in a way that, again, doesn't that diminishes what other people have done. So that's what I will say to that. Peace and blessings. Oh, thank you so much, friend. I appreciate it. Girl, I worked hard for these 2 degrees in hospitality and tourism. Don't drop my knowledge, baby. I heard that. True. How are you doing today? I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Yeah, so that the dissertation process was interesting because like I said, my dissertation chair he was a phenomenal person. I went to his office and I cried. I was like, I can't do this. It's just too much stress going on in my personal life and blah blah blah, because I literally was going through the divorce. And he was like, ma'am. He shut me down. It's like, I don't get what you're talking about. So when you have really have it, you can point out the bad. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, he shut me down. He was like, no, ma'am, no, ma'am, no, you won't. He was like, we gonna get through this. So I did get through it, and he was an awesome person. So thank you all for being here. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for the populace and the Dr. Lisa Cares. I appreciate those too. So really quickly, I was going to say something about my content. And these honorary diseases is going overboard. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. Because I worked in higher ed, and I was part of the commencement process and stuff for our institution too. We gave out a lot of honoraries too. And some of them were well deserved. I do agree, people who have an expertise and a wealth of life experience and work experiences and stuff, they probably are deserving, but not everybody. I'm just going to say not everybody. Not everybody. So I think that's the intent, that it is supposed to be people where you can look at their life over their lifetime and the things they've done. They've advanced and elevated to be, granted an honorary doctorate. But that's not everybody's situation. So I think every keynote speaker doesn't deserve an honorary doctorate. And so that's what's happening a lot of times. But you definitely want to be selective of who you bring as a commencement speaker or a guest speaker, and make sure that they are worthy of giving them that title. So yeah, thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. Let's see. I might have missed a couple comments. Going to watch on my computer. Oh, thank you so much, North Compass. Thank you so much. They don't even know what a dissertation is. I know. That is true. And let me just say, I'm going to say this out loud. So between y'all and me and my husband, I did a dissertation twice because my husband, he's an EDD. So he worked, so he's a doctor as well. But he got a lot of support from his wife. So let me just say that he did get a lot of support from his wife. So let me just say that. So it was done twice, y'all. Hello, everyone in the room. I pray all's having a good day. Thank you so much, Queen Shine. You're so sweet. I just followed you all, sis. My sis, dropping truth. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate that. Oh, he said, oh, beautiful. Yes. Good morning, Simply Bex. Thank you so much for being here. Wow, both of you. Yeah, so he has it too. We both work in education. So, well, I used to work in education, but he still works in education. So, yeah. So let me just say this about the content. We are meeting about who we will be giving an honorary to the commencement season. Oh boy. Oh really? Yeah. Just make sure that they're it's based on their life experiences and history and stuff, and the work they've done. So if they're worthy, they're worthy. But so like I said, not every commencement speaker should get it. We're always there when when they need us. And ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? And she is not. Oh Lord. No, don't tell them no. Don't do that. Don't do that. Just don't give it to nobody. I love it. You're so funny, Charlene. Charlene's like, she ain't. You're like, not everybody with a job deserves an honorary doctorate. All right, friends. Thank you so much, Simply Bex. I appreciate your friend. So, he said, nope. So what I was going to say about content, this is where I was going to go with you guys. When it comes to content creation, if you guys go back and look at my content, I've evolved. You'll see my content. There's my very first post for this page is on there, and you can tell when I was talking and stuff on the camera. If you look at me now and look at my content now, there's a little bit more fluidness that happens in terms of how I communicate, what I'm doing. As you could tell in the beginning, I was nervous. I was still trying to figure out what I wanted to say. So just recognize there's going to be an evolution in terms of how you present yourself. And I'm still evolving. Let me say that again. I'm still getting better. I'm still working on it. I am not perfect. We talk about it all the time. Perfect don't exist in this room. That perfectionist mindset that we, in all our years, have been telling ourselves and teaching our kids and doing, where things have to be perfect, practice makes perfect. That whole notion of perfectionism and being perfect at something should not be part of how you think and operate. Hey Link, how you doing, friend? Got good news. I finally started using ChatGPT. I made a post. Look at you, friend. I'm proud of you, Queen Shy. She said I made a post. That's beautiful. So as we're doing this process here, it takes time to get better. The nerves, the awkwardness, the things you say and do, it takes time, and that's okay. As you do it more, as you show up and continue to show up, you will get better. Thank you. I was nervous. You're good. You're good. And that'll get better too. Going live, just posting videos is different. Yeah, going live and just posting videos is different. It is. It is. And so I want you guys to understand, like, you'll see how things will get better. Going live takes time too. I mean, just understanding the content creation side, all the things that come with it. You know, Holly Q was here earlier and she was talking about podcasting. She's about to do a website. She's with a team of people who are Black girl podcasters. And I said, you know, I know what I'm doing is probably 75% of what a podcast would look like. I mean, there's some tweaks and things, some structural things I need to change. There's some things I need to think about when it comes to topics and, you know, how do I organize my thought and maybe script some things out. So I get that part. And then she said editing. And I was like, editing, I could do that. So I just need to pull it together. You know, maybe there's a software I might have to learn. Maybe there's some other things I might want to consider doing. But at the end of the day, I could do it. It's just going to take time to sit down and do it and make it, you know, flow the way I want to. I say that to you all because I don't want you guys to be intimidated by our process. Okay. Hey, Coach Vicki, how you doing, friend? Welcome to the room. Thank you so much. I see you guys. I appreciate it. Hey, Amy, how are you, friend? Thank you so much for joining. Others coming in. If I did not say hi to you, I appreciate you all being here. Feel free to come in, say hello. Let me know you're new. I have so many drafts to edit. I know, friend. Me too. I was in Coach Rhonda's room last night. I actually have, you know, the month of this summer month, I've been traveling. I've been doing some travels, especially in July. And I got so much content. I got so many posts that I can do. I can do a post every day for the rest of the year because I just got that much video content I can utilize. And so I just need to sit down and create. That's the thing about it. And create maybe in a new, unique way too. That's the other thing you'll learn as you do this. You're going to evolve in how you do it. Okay, me too. Yep. Yeah, the summer just brings so many different ways to get content. So I'm all over it. You said I love to edit. Do you? Yes. And so I've been doing intentional content creation. Thank you so much for the follows, friend. I appreciate you all coming in. Thank you so much. Hey, Quiet Acre Farm. I had a question, but now I'm here. I forgot. Okay. Let me know your question, Queen Shot. But you know, at the end of the day, you'll evolve. And so for my content creation, I'm like, okay, I need to evolve my content creation. I need to start thinking about other things, other ways, because I'm always on the screen talking. So I'm like, okay, maybe I'll walk and talk. Maybe I'll do some other movement. Maybe I'll do some things that will bring a little bit more interest and dynamicness to my live stream. So not my live stream, to my content. So just think about those things too. That's the evolution. Your live stream's going to evolve. Let me tell you that. I mentioned that yesterday. I don't think people realize it does need to evolve. Yes, I'm learning all the time. Yep, that's it. I went to a live room where she teaches editing, made it easy. Really, share it with us. Send it to me. I'm all for easy. I'm all for easy. If somebody can make it easy, I'm for it. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you for the wink winks. I appreciate it. But your content will evolve, and I was saying your live stream will need to evolve too. As you do this, yes, put it in the chat. Me too. Everybody want to know. Now, Coach V, you got to share the name. Now you got to share the name. So we all can learn. But your live stream will evolve too. So I want you guys to realize that as you start this, whatever you're doing in the start will not be what it looks like a year from now. Really, it shouldn't look like what it looks from a year from now. So if you're in your mind like, oh, I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be sitting at my desk, or I'm going to be walking, or I'm going to be, it's going to evolve. You know why you said that's true? Yeah. Why it's going to evolve? Because the platform requires that evolution. If you want to continue to get, you're looking to hear it. If you want to continue to get visibility, if you want to continue to think about, how people are going to engage in your live and the Q&As and the audience participation, all that has to evolve. Nonprofit professor teaches editing. Okay, let's see. I pinned it for you guys. I'm going to do a screenshot. Hold on one second. Let me do a screenshot. Okay, I'm back. I had to do a screenshot so I can have that in my camera roll and go back and look at it. Thank you, Coach V. Appreciate you, friend. Thank you for that. They just found some new people to come to their live. So you can see the editing process. Ricky, welcome to the room. I cannot participate in the live like I would love to. I'm at work, but I never get to listen in on. Oh, you're welcome, friend. Thank you so much for being here. But I just would like to say your words are such an inspiration and pick me up. Oh, thank you, Fran. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, everybody. Hey, Courts and was it Cats? Thank you so much. Bobby Joe, welcome to the room, Fred. Others coming in, if you're new to the room, put new in the chat. We want to say hi to you. We want to make sure we're connecting. Goddess, welcome to the room, friend. Thank you all for being here. Hello, how you doing, friend? Peter, welcome to the room. I don't know if I'm going to say your first name correctly. So, Peter, how you doing? New girlies, welcome to the room. Thank you so much for being here. So, this room is all about growth, okay? Growth as a live host. We talk about go live tips. If you're under 50, you are welcome in this room. Okay. If you are in your 30s, your 40s, you are welcome in this room. All are welcome. I say that. I was just honoring the fact that we do have people who are 50 years and older. I say the collective we because I just joined the club last week. So we are all over 50. A lot of us are over 50, and I just want to make sure we are talking about ways to advance and grow. So that's what this live was about. I don't want you guys to think that you can't do this. You got to be nervous or afraid. So I want to make sure that as we're thinking about this, we're growing. And if you are 71, we are welcome. Yes. You are more than welcome. 50 years and older, no matter your age. 50 years and older, and I probably should put in younger. See, all are welcome. This is a room full of people who are doing some great work. We got some new live hosts. We got some long-standing live hosts that's been over a year doing this. We got some folks who are nervous, afraid, scared to do it. You are in a room that you're going to feel uplifted, encouraged. And if you don't feel uplifted and encouraged, keep coming back because I'm going to make sure you feel uplifted and encouraged. Because the point of this is that at the end of the day, you could do this. And you need to surround yourself around people who are going to encourage you. And for whatever reason, you don't feel encouraged by what you're doing and who you're around. And, a lot of times when we're in these houses, I'm going to say this, y'all. I'm going to have to say this because I know sometimes this could be our situation. We in a house full of these young folks. Hey, Lisa B, how you doing? These teenagers, these 20-something-year-olds, and they will say, like, why are you doing this? Why are you here? Hey, Dr. Eunice. And they won't encourage us being in this space. Now, my household has transformed, okay? I had to transform my household where they understand, like, hey, she's doing this. And I gave the story earlier in the week, or this past weekend, that my husband and I, we just went on a vacation for my birthday. So we went on a vacation and I got a text message. I got a text message from my husband's nephew. Now, this is somebody who ain't got my number. So I actually had to verify it was him because I said, is this your nephew? And he was like, ask him his last name to confirm. I know that's, but what happened was my son, my bonus son, no, it's my husband's son, is my bonus son. His cousin reached out to him because my husband, let me go back a little bit. My husband told his brother, which is the father of the nephew, told his brother what I've been doing. So the brother must have told his son. And then the son called my son, his cousin, and was like, hey, I need to talk to your stepmom. I want to learn TikTok. I want to do what she doing. So now the young folks coming to me asking for support with TikTok. He said, I love it. I love it too. So just recognize that's the evolution. That's the evolution. They didn't hear from me. That's the evolution. They got to come to me. He like 20, 21, something like that. He like, okay, let me talk to your stepmom. So my point is, you never know who you're going to influence. The people right now, hey, Pork Chop, Pamela, how you doing, friend? The people who are talking bad about what you're doing, and why would you do that? Could be the same people. Because my son, he was a hater at first. He was a hater. He was part of the haters. He was part of the haters. He was definitely part of my haters. So both my son, my daughter, my other son, it's like, oh, what are you doing? So, but they're now like, hey, yeah, this is what she do. Let me give you her number. And so you never know who you're going to influence. You never know. But it takes time. It takes that consistency. It takes showing up. It takes understanding how the platform works. It takes not giving up when it's not working. It takes you feeling like, okay, you know what? I'm having not a great day, but I'm going to show up anyway. I'm going to continue to do this. Put her on the phone. I'm experiencing that now. Yeah. But you gotta keep showing up. And what will happen is you'll understand how the platform works over time because you're going to see the patterns. Like I said, the summer months, we see a dip. That's what we do. We see a dip. This is not unusual. Then it comes back because quarter 3, quarter 4, the end of the year, they want people to do the sales. Thank you so much. Happy birthday, friend. My kids too. And now their friends, family, coworkers always making orders. Look at you, friend. Look at you. I love it. I love it. Sweetie Pie, you do some good cooking too, friend. I was in the airport when I came into your live the other day. I was like, I want to stay, but I couldn't stay. We was actually going through the TSA portion. So I had to get off your live. But that's when I was in your live the other day. I was literally in the airport live. I was like, this girl is cooking. She was cooking her cinnamon rolls. It looks so good. But keep that in mind. Good morning, Latasha. Latasha, thank you so much for being here. Others coming in. If you're new to my room, put new in the chat. We want to say hi to you. We want to connect. This is an engagement app. So we teach about engagement. You guys got me talking about mindset today. So this is where this live is going for the moment. I do answer questions. If you have questions that you want to ask, put it in the chat. I'm happy to answer questions. Ooh, I love cooking live. She's a good one. Her kitchen is beautiful too. Yeah, it's beautiful. So yeah, so definitely stop by. That's Sweetie Pie. My live host in the room. Let's see some live hosts. Put your topic, your time, and your time zone. So let's put that in the chat too. I want you guys to get visibility that way. So topic, time, and time zone. We got people from all over the world in the room. So feel free to connect. Again, this is an engagement app. So you want to connect with people who are going to be, thank you for that. I love you so much, Doc. Connect with people who are going to support you, elevate you. This is a room where people understand how to go live. And if you don't understand how to go live, I'm going to teach you. All right? Because I tell you all the time, you got to be a good viewer so you can be a great live host. Because then you also are going to teach your viewers how to engage. If you don't know how to engage, how are you going to teach somebody how to engage with your live? You're going to come back to me and say, people ain't engaging. And I'm going to say, well, what do you do? Okay? So that's the important part of this. The likes, the comments, the shares, the gifting, all of that matters to how you grow on this app. But you got to do it if you want to see people connect with you, all right? And be true engagers. You gave me the confidence to do it. Thank you. You're welcome, friend. I appreciate that. I appreciate you. Exactly, time zone. Yeah, time zone, friends. Where is she at? Okay, now this is Sweetie Pie. Let me pin her. Sweetie Pie is the live host that cooks. So Sweetie Pie, what's your schedule? Put that in the chat for us. So Coach V wants to know. I think I'm just gonna get online while I'm at work just so I can practice being on camera. That's good, sugar. You know you could do what's called a practice live or a private live. Okay, so the private live I like better because it's pretty much where you go into the settings and you change who could watch the live. It defaults to everyone. Change it to a specific person, maybe your backup account, a family, a friend. Thank you so much, Sweetie Pie. And then with that, you'll get the recording. You're not gonna have people in the room because it's a specific person. You add an account, and so that way you can go back and look at your recording. Thank you so much, Title Gift of the Roses, Bounty and Bliss. Welcome to the room. Thank you so much, friend. And so that'll allow you to go back and look at your recording, look at how you present on the camera. If you do a practice live, you don't get a recording. That's the only difference. Thank you, friend. Appreciate you, friend. Thank you so much for that. I love the pause and for the music. Love it. Thank you for the roses. I see you guys. Thank you so much. Why you tell Sweetie Pie you said now you smell a cinnamon rose? I love it. Okay, you said Dr. Michelle, I'm gonna pin her. She is doing dating and relationship Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern in pop-ups. She has a room that is done well. It is growing, friends. People are in her room and loving all her great advice. So she has a great live stream in general. So definitely connect with her, you all. Queen Shine is my next friend. She does pop-up host, TikTok shop, DIY, reviews, and entertainment. She's Eastern. What time are you going live, friend? Do you know, Queen Shine? Put the time in there for us. Brand said Dr. Lisa will teach you how to go live. Thank you so much, Charlene. I appreciate you, friend. Appreciate the support. Thank you so much, everybody. Let's see. Any of our other friends posted their schedule. I'm off work this week from surgery. Oh, okay, okay. Are you okay with what? Was it something planned? You know, I was gone last week, so I guess I'm out of the loop. Goddess, you are Eastern also. You are 2 p.m. Spiritual clarity and life alignment. I love that. I love that. Um, Anybody else? Put your schedule in the chat. So you said I'm off this week, but can private live with anyone who needs it. Okay. Oh, that's so good. So this is Porch Talk with Pamela. Connect with her as well. She said if you guys need someone who wants to be in the room as a private live and kind of walk you through it, having somebody there to talk with, she's available. She's off work this week, so she can help you out. God bless child. You are inspirational music, encouraging people to believe in themselves and affirming God's goodness. I love it. Let me pin that. And you are, what time are you going live? God bless child. Thank you so much, friend. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate that. She says 7 to 8 p.m. Is it a.m. or p.m. Eastern? I think it's a.m. I think you're a morning live. Thanks, love, for popping in on my lives. You're welcome. How you doing, Miss Tammy? Welcome to the room, friend. Thank you so much for being here. Let me know if you have any questions, my friend. No, fortunately, I'm still working on a set time. Okay, gotcha, Queen Shine. This is Coach V. Coach V, she goes live, hosts with intention, TikTok shop. Come sit and sip 7 a.m. Eastern. She's our early morning live host too. So she definitely taught me how to go live. Appreciate you, friend. Thank you so much. Um, Bounty, you had Tuesday. What happened? Let me see. Did I miss a comment from you? I might have missed a comment. Let me see. No, I don't see it. It just says two. Tell me what you might have not wrote it all out. I think you might be writing it. However, it does seem to be late in the day. Okay, you do late in the day. And then Miss Tammy, you say 11 a.m. Central. You go live at 11 a.m. Central. She does the travel live for her audience is actually 60 years and older. So that's her audience. She's talking to retirees. So that's a good one too if you guys are interested in getting some tips and strategies um, for life after retirement. So Lane, you 7 p.m. You're 7 p.m. Let me know if that's the case. And then you're doing, I think you do inspirational conversations with folks. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much. 7 p.m. What is that? Eastern, Central? Do you have a time zone? Porch Talk, I'm offering to join any lives. That's Porch Talk. So she's offering to join any lives that you have. So definitely connect with her friends. Go live, post with intentions. Thank you all so much for being here. And that's Coach V. She posts with intentions. Let's see. Bounty. Okay, Bounty, now I see you, friend. Hey, Capable. I see you, friend. Others coming in. Thank you so much. We got our live hosts that are doing their shout outs real quick. So, Bounty, connect with her. She does a great live. She's also somebody, you guys, I'm going to say this because I do co-stream on YouTube. She posts on YouTube. She does live stream and post content. Connect with her. She got a lot of followers. And she can probably walk you through, I shouldn't say probably, she can walk you through her strategy too. So, of what she did. And a lot of it is just being intentional about posting. But I think you need to surround yourself around people who are doing the things that you aspire to do. That's the whole point of this conversation. Surround yourself around people who are doing the things you aspire to do. Because if you're not, then you're not going to go far. You're going to be trying to flounder around and figuring things out on your own, and surround yourself around people who can answer questions, who can help you get there. All right? So she does Tuesday through Friday 8:30 to 10:30 Central. Weekend pop-ups, resetting with women in transition in real time. I love that, friend. And then Porch Talk with Pamela, she goes live Monday through Saturday, 7 p.m. Pacific time. Sit on the porch with me and let's chat about life. I love that. And have fun. I love that, friend. So definitely connect yourself with people who are going to help you. Go live. Mobley's, you said it go live at 2 p.m. Central African time. Oh, where are you from, friend? I do engagement if you look for it, and if you're looking forward to getting new besties. I love that. So you do engagement lives. Welcome to the room. Thank you so much for being here. In the Midwest, Ohio. That's Lane. He's in the Midwest. So that's Central time. So 7 Central. Love that. Is it safe to send a daily for you? Yes, it is. I got my flash goal. Thank you for asking. Birds of a feather flock together. I love that. Pat yourself on the back, Dr. Lisa. Most of us go live because of you. Thank you, friend. Thank you for that. I appreciate you all. Thank you for that. Yes, I am a live host and a live coach. So I appreciate you all. Thank you so much, Coach V. I appreciate that. Let's see. Let's see. You guys are awesome. Awesome. And these are some great live hosts. My friend Brand, she goes live Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and pop up 5 p.m. Central. The struggle in restoring. I love that, friend. I love that. He said, I know that's right. I also have a YouTube channel that has 1,300 subscribers. I'm starting back up eating cereal. I love that, friend. What does that mean? What does that mean? I love it. But that's the whole thing. You got to start from somewhere. You got to start from somewhere and keep going. Keep going. Your live was the first live I ever saw. Oh, appreciate you. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate y'all. So we end up making this a motivational conversation. I'm reviewing cereal, eating cereal with different people for myself. Oh, no, that's a real live topic. I thought you was joking. Okay. Starting where you are and let it grow. Yes, that is so true. I just started a 5 a.m. pop up about being fit. I love that. And so, and I'm gonna put that for Miss Tammy. So thank you all. That's cool. That's cool. A bowl and conversation. That's cool. That's cool. A bowl and a conversation. Nice, nice. And so you're doing that on YouTube or TikTok? Let me know which one is that platform you're doing those videos for. I'm assuming both, but let me know what you meant by that. And so I love the fact that you guys YouTube. So it's for YouTube only. Okay, gotcha. Okay, and your name on YouTube is the same. So what's your name? I'll pin it for the room. Good morning, everyone. That's Tammy in the room as well. Do you do one-on-ones? I do. I do one-on-ones. I do one-on-one consultations. If you want that, I also do coaching. I have a 4-week and an 8-week coaching package you can do as well. But yeah, I'm happy to meet with you individually and kind of talk through. I want to make sure. Thank you. You're welcome. So you could just message me there, and I'll send you the Stand Store link. Hey, Mrs. Treetop, how you doing, friend? Thank you for those corgis. Title gift of the corgis. Appreciate you, friend. On YouTube, it's A Bowl in Conversation. Is that the name? Is that your name on YouTube, Lang? Her coaching sessions are priceless. Do it. Thank you. Okay, that's the name. A Bowl in Conversation is the YouTube name. Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate that. I like it when we do the live stream run through too, because the reality is we're all trying to figure out ways that we can get visibility, but also how we can build our community. And if you could meet some live stream hosts that are doing some great things, you want to connect with those people. You want to go to their room, especially if it's aligning with your topic, because that room has your audience in it. So you want to be strategic in that way too. So if you're talking to people, going to rooms and connecting with folks, connect with people that matter for your niche, that matter for your topic or your target audience. Okay? So that's the other thing you want to keep in mind. Thank you so much for the Dr. Lisa Cares. I'm just getting back started. Okay, gotcha. You definitely got to be consistent. That's the main thing. There's so many out here. It is so many out here. What's that, Lady Gloria? What you mean, friend? The coaching? I think that may be what you're talking about. Yeah. You find what works for you. You know, that's going to be the main thing. Capable, thank you for the shares. I appreciate it. Find who and what works for you and what you're looking for. You know, there's a lot of people out here doing their thing and sharing information and stuff, but ultimately you're going to find somebody that you feel like you can learn from, you resonate with, that's going to help you. And so that's the main thing. This takes time though. I think that's the one thing I can say to anybody who is 50 years and older. Patience is virtue. If you are not patient with the process, it's going to be a struggle. It's going to be a struggle because you're going to feel like, this is for what? Why am I doing this? What am I gaining and growing from doing this? How is this helping me and supporting me? You're going to have all those things that you say to yourself. And I'm going to tell you, when you get to that point that you want to stop and you want to quit, that's when you should be continuing, because that's when the breakthrough is going to happen. It happens all the time that way. The moment you're going to give up. We had one of the creators in the room yesterday. She's in the agency, Mary Astrology. If you guys connect with her, she was like, Doc, I was about to quit. And she goes live every night. She's been doing nightly. Honestly, I don't know if she's missed a night since she's been in agency. She's been doing it for 2 months. This she said Tuesday. It was on my birthday. I said it was because of my birthday. I told her, it's because of my birthday. That's what happened. But she said, this Tuesday, Doc, my room just blew up. And I was scrolling by and I saw it. I was like, wait a minute. I said, she got over 100 people in her room. And she normally had like 7 or 8. Her room, literally, it blew up. And so just recognize. And she was like, Doc, I was going to quit. I was like, I can't continue to do this with just the handful of same folks. And now her room is starting to show a lot of traction, a lot of visibility, and she's getting that. Amen. That's a big blessing. It is. It is. And so for somebody who's been doing this for 2 months, trying to struggling through and trying to figure out what's going to happen here. It's starting to happen for her. Now she has to, and this is what I tell you guys, once that happens, once those things happen for you, you got to think about your strategy. Because you can't keep doing what you was doing before. You know what I'm saying? Like, you now have to think about how do you maintain that viewership? How do you keep people in your room? What are you doing to make sure that they're engaging? Okay? Mine went from 4 to 5 and started growing a lot of traction. Yes, it happens that way. Let's go. That was right after she did a battle with me. Laugh out loud. I told her it was good luck. He said you was the reason too. We both was the reason. We both helped her. I was ready to get off TikTok and be a greeter at Walmart. Laugh out loud. Nothing wrong with being a greeter. Exactly. Exactly. But that's the thing that happens to us all the time. We have that negative self-talk. We tell ourselves, why are we doing this? I'm going to stop. And I'm going to tell you guys, it's a process. It is really a process. And it does require you to keep showing up, getting better, improving. It does. There's lives where if you're doing the same thing over and over again, that's the definition of insanity. That's what they say. But you got to make sure that you're improving as you do it, making those tweaks, doing the things that's going to make viewers stop the scroll. Like, what is it about your live that are making them stop? This is also a good reason to store up community stuff before you blow up. That's true. Yep. That's where I am at the now. How to keep people in? Yes. Next strategy, room growing sometimes to 450. Yes. Yeah, I was in your room. Yeah, your room does well, friend. You got to keep them in. You got to let me, let's talk. Maybe we could find a time to talk in the chat or something. So, yeah, sometimes it feels like you're not doing nothing, but then you decide, let's try it again. Yep. She was so fun to battle with. It was fun. We both didn't want to do it, but have fun. I do was scared. I love it. She's a fun person, so I could see her room doing well. Like promotions and community servers, when you blow up, you will not have that time to do that little, to do the little. Oh, okay, gotcha. Community service. Tell me more about that stuff. Yeah. How do you find people to do a collaboration with? What do you mean by collaboration, Lady Gloria? What do you mean, like co-hosts? Were you talking about co-hosting, where they're in their room, you're in your room? Are you talking about battling or the match events? Let me know what you meant by that. Were you talking about match events? I will send you a message. Okay, perfect. Like the like Discord, is that what you mean? Discord, building your community and stuff? I agree. Co-hosting. Okay, just co-hosting, not battling. Lady Gloria, I was going to say Lady Cole. Lady Gloria, what I will tell you, it depends on the live rooms you're going to. Like some of those live rooms, you would potentially find people in the room, in the audience. You could potentially ask that live host. You're currently not an agency. I'm not sure if you're looking for an agency yet, but as you're with the agency, we have a school community. You can easily post or go into a group chat and ask people to collaborate that way. A lot of people in my agency will collaborate with one another because they have easier access. And so you can see other people who are doing what you do. So you're doing like spiritual conversations and stuff. You said, I'm looking for an agency. Well, then you need to join an agency. Just saying. There's a couple people in the agency that do those conversations too. So they would probably be perfect for you in terms of collaborating, doing a collaboration with. So it just depends. You said join the agency. Yeah, the agency's free. My time is approaching. We'll chat soon. Okay, Miss Tammy. And so so that's another way, and that's another bonus and benefit of my agency. Not all agencies do the collaboration opportunities. Like you won't know who else is doing what because you're not necessarily part of a group chat, or we have the school community. You don't have that feature. So not all agencies do that. So it'll be hard to know who does what. But what I would say is that would be a way to do it. We're a very supportive group. We are. This is a very supportive group. You said I'm available for the next 3 weeks to co-host. Okay, Porch Talk with Pamela. She's available there. So you definitely can connect with her. And again, it just depends on what you're looking for in your room and how you want to have co-hosting sessions. There's a couple creators that do it like weekly. They're working with other creators to have them come on their platform. Co-hosting is not a bad idea. Co-hosting or multi-guest is not a bad idea because it does allow your room to get new set of eyes and visibility. Because even if you're doing a multi-guest, you have people who are in the room that are also perceived to be going live. You know what I'm saying? So they're live because they're in your room in your boxes. And then when you're co-hosting, you figure that that host is with their room already. You know, in their room already. Hey D, how you doing, friend? Thank you so much. And so that's another way to do it. So it just depends on what you're trying to achieve. Um, Let me know if you guys have any questions. Like I said, this conversation went to more of a mindset conversation, but I really do want you guys to have the right mindset, the right approach. I was starting off earlier by saying you do have to evolve as you do a live stream because you're going to look for, hey, Coach Fee, you're going to look for ways that people are coming into your room and how do you support them. So you might adopt a co-hosting approach and add that to your live stream each week. You might adopt multi-guest panels and having the panel boxes open and inviting people in that way. Those are things that are going to get you a little bit more visibility again because the co-hosts and the guest are perceived to be live as well, and their viewers, their fans, their friends will come to your room. So it does, that's one strategy you can use. You also will want to think about, like I said, the viewer wishes. You're going to think about your live goal. There's some things you're going to have to tweak as you're growing, okay? And what I've been coming up with has, what I've been coming up with has been exciting for me. That's good. That's good. Thank you so much. Queen Shine, you're doing your thing. I love it. I love it. Keep going, friend. Hello, Coach Fee. How's everything going, my friend? Thank you all for being here. Let me know if there's questions. My new friends in the room, let me know if you guys have any questions. I appreciate you all joining me. Anybody who's here, if you are new, put it in the chat so we can say hi to you. We're going to get started in just a few minutes. Let's see. Continue our conversation. So I am going to stay on for maybe another 30 minutes or so. So just know that we're not done yet, but I'm going to get off soon because I got a couple meetings to do. So I am going to get off. All is well, Dr. Lisa. That's beautiful. Do you think having a co-host will help alive? Yes. Depending on the topic, so a couple things you want to keep in mind when you co-host. Co-host is slightly different from multi-guest. I shouldn't say slightly, it is different. But just recognizing that when you co-host, you're actually in your room, that person's in their room. That person has their viewers, their community that is coming to their live. And then you have your viewers, your community that are coming to your live. And so it's an opportunity for you and your communities to connect with somebody else and new. And so you may get new visibility. You're going to get new people coming to your live because of that. Co-host also, obviously, if you're nervous, afraid, and you're trying to figure out what to talk about, it can become kind of an interview, and a way for you all to connect with one another and play off each other based on the questions and conversation you're having. And depending on what your audience, if you want, and you always want to include your audience, maybe I should say that differently, you always want to include your audience because you want to make sure that they feel like they're a part of the conversation. When you co-host or multi-guest and you're not talking to your audience, they feel excluded, they leave. So you want to encourage them to add questions. You want to stop and read the questions. You want to acknowledge people in some kind of way. I know you don't want to interrupt the person, but maybe you send a hand heart, or maybe you wave, or maybe you put your comment in the chat, because you can comment in the chat too, so that they can see that you see them. All right? So that's part of it too. Anything that gives visibility to others can help generate viewers for you. Absolutely. Oftentimes, from an analytics perspective, there's a analytics perspective, there's a point called impressions. Your impressions are higher when you co-host because TikTok is pushing you out. you're getting almost twice the push out, because TikTok sees that other person in your room. So you're going into their um, their the people that they're getting pushed out to, you're getting pushed out to those people, and then they're getting pushed out to your people. So it's double the impact. Typically that's what you see on an analytics perspective. You also see, because of that, you see more viewers that will come into your room, so you might get double the viewers as well. So it actually is a very good thing, very good thing. So you definitely want to do it from an analytics perspective too. Hi Diane, thank you so much for being here. Others coming in, appreciate you. I've never done co-host. Really? Yeah, co-hosting is good. I don't have. Let me see. There's a few people who are live. I would do it. Let me see. I typically don't often either. Let's see. Some people I'm not matching with. So let me see. I'm gonna request somebody real quick. We'll do a quick co-host. We'll see what happens. We're not gonna battle anything. We just want to. I'm just gonna talk real quick. So just to demonstrate what it could look like. All right. So I'm not gonna battle. I just want to see if she answers. She may not. She actually is working. She's working. So let's see if she answers. You answered. I'm doing well. You know what? I had a few people ask about co-hosting. Okay. And so I said, I'm going to co-host. I'm not battling. We're not going to battle. Why did you pick up the watermelon? I just picked it. Did you just pick it? Okay, let me say this. So Precious, the garden teacher, is a gardener. So that is a watermelon for you. Let me ask something. When we were traveling, we actually ate a lot of watermelon. Come to think of it, because it was on the breakfast table, with the fruit stuff. I really enjoyed it, and I enjoyed seeing all the black seeds. What's going on? Why don't you find black seeds, the seeds in the watermelons anymore? Okay, so I would say farmer controlled, or seed company controlled. So they want to cut down on our access to seeds. What? You're not growing it yourself. They want it to be difficult for you to grow. They're taking the seeds out of everything. Really? They're taking the tops off of pineapples. Really? Because you can regrow pineapple plants. Wow. My husband's like, I haven't seen a watermelon seed since I was a child. It's like, I don't see them anymore. Wow. So mine has seeds. The reason mine has seeds is because, I grew it. But that's literally a genetic modification. Yeah, because that's not the seeds you see anymore. These watermelon had like the big black seeds. They were. Right. Exactly. Wow. So they don't want us to grow our own food. You live close enough by, I'll come build your garden. She know I live. I'm not too far. I'm up I-4. So I'm not, yeah. I'm on the 408. I'm on the 408. There you go. Yeah. You just been drive away. Yeah. I may talk to you about that. I have to see, because I ain't gonna take care of the garden. We'll start you with one tomato plant. Flourish is mad at me because I still got this plastic house plant here. She's like, She is hot mad at me. So. I'm mad too. My aunt invited me over her house to ask me. She was like, "Can you pull these weeds?" And then I was like, "Sure." So I pulled the weeds, whatever. And then she goes, "Also, I was thinking about putting some plants here." And I was like, "Oh, that's so nice." She was like, "Plastic ones." And I went, "What? Why are you talking to me?" This is not a conversation for us to have. Like, go buy your plastic plants. Let me be out my way. She was like, "I was hoping you would. What you need help?" Right. So wait, I have somebody in my room. Lady Gloria says, I'm in the process of paying someone to help me with the garden. Lady Gloria, where are you located? And then Coder Wolf says, a tomato was not enough to keep me in keep me in a sandwich. Keep a sandwich. That is true. But you know what? Just start with a tomato. It's like a gateway vegetable. Okay. You'll start with a tomato and you're like, I need lettuce. Then you start growing heads of lettuce. Okay,
Yeah,
got you.
you're like, well, I can't have nasty store bought lettuce with these good tomatoes because that just doesn't even seem right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Radiant says people are not gasping the um, enormity of what's happening to us. You talking about with the gardens and the food control and stuff? I think it's huge. I think it is huge. Yeah.
Yeah, people know. I mean, unfortunately, some of the younger kids and young adults now, they haven't ever had a watermelon with seeds.
Yeah, my kids haven't. Like
Right.
when I was actually surprised when I saw the watermelon and saw all the black seeds. I was like, I don't remember seeing seeds in the last easily 20 years.
So I don't know where you were.
We were in Morocco.
Morocco. I went to Aruba, and in Aruba, they ship all their produce from the Dutch Antilles because
Okay.
it's a Dutch country, and
Right.
so like it just makes sense because again, America has we've messed up our food. We have
Mm,
messed with our food to the point it's no longer natural.
wow. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, that was just eye opening. So you grew your watermelon. So you're growing them. Thank you so much. Hey, Janae. Um,
This is half of a watermelon that I grew in my garden,
okay.
and it's a Jubilee watermelon. Here's a quarter of the other half. It's just so big. It's so heavy. It's absolutely delicious. It's what my kids had for breakfast this morning.
Really? So Miss Treetop says, well, she says, we have watermelon growers here in Philly, and they definitely have seeds, the big black seeds.
Mm.
That's what I'm
And
wondering.
so you have to. So if you go to farms,
Okay.
if you go to farmers markets, you just have to be very particular about where you source them from. Like you can't just go to Publix.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the first store down here, y'all.
You definitely, yeah. I'm like Publix. They're like, what?
Right,
Um,
right.
Lynn said we haven't messed with it. We haven't messed with it. The elites did. Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, it's just like farmers are not allowed to. Did you know this? Farmers are not allowed to save seeds. They have to buy seeds every year. They are not allowed to save the seeds from the produce they grew the previous year. Every year they are required, and they can be sued. Specifically, the corn company. Somebody in my chat's gonna know. Santiago, something like that.
Wow.
They are a big seed controller in the United States, and they have made it so the farmers are not allowed to save their own seeds. So
Oh, that's horrible.
yes, Monsanto. That's it. Somebody in my chat said.
Wow. Well, wait a minute. Why is that? And how? I mean,
It's a trademark. They trademarked their seeds. They patented their seeds, and so it is illegal for the farmers to possess the seeds without it being a direct purchase.
okay. Hey, friends. Thank you so much for joining. Wow.
Money. It's all money, and this is why the rate rise in food prices. Like I watched a video recently where they dug a huge ditch, and the zucchinis were too big.
Mm.
They were perfectly normal, like in quality, but they were too big. Some were too big. Some of them had some scratches. Some of them were weird shape, and they literally just dug a huge ditch and poured the zucchini into the ditch and just used it as fertilizer.
Wow. So, okay, so Coder Wolf said it's supposedly because of cross contamination from location germination. So, is that part of it too?
It's really control. It's really
Okay.
control. It has a lot to do with control because when it comes down to I I use my seeds over again.
Hmm.
And I'm sure, and farmers used to do it.
Right.
That's another part. This is not like we've never done it. No, 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 no. They used to do it
Right.
until the company became a huge company to the point where they were in control of the seeds, and so then they were like, oh no, you can't do it. They get sued. There are huge lawsuits between
Hmm.
the seed company and farmers.
Yeah. Well, it kind of goes back to my whole watermelon with no seeds then, because I think Coder Wolf is probably saying something similar in the sense that if they're trying to control, like you're saying here, they're trying to control that cross contamination will stop will probably impact the ability for them to kind of control how the fruit is being produced. And so if you don't want it with
I think that
seeds,
cross contamination is big for seeds from different countries and plants from different countries.
okay.
I got stopped coming back from Aruba with
You
a
had some
small
seeds?
plant.
Oh.
With a small plant.
How did you have a small plant?
It was a, let's just say I still have it, and also some seashells. So, the agriculture departments in other countries, and even in the United States, they don't play about, I know what they're saying, the cross contamination.
Gotcha.
They don't play about that.
Gotcha.
Vicky's back. Hi, Vicky. Haven't seen you in a while. What's up, girl? But yeah, it's really what they're doing with the food right now. It's scary and not normal. A lot of other countries don't do the amount of legislation that we do with our food because we don't treat our food like food anymore. We treat our food like a way to make money.
Yeah. Yeah. Radiant says need heirloom seeds.
Absolutely, absolutely. I use heirloom seeds. I try my best to never use hybrid, but can't really find any hybrid corn seeds. But because of the seed companies,
Wow.
they made it very, very difficult, and it's only getting progressively worse. It's not something that's at the peak of where it will be. It's progressively just becoming more aggressive. More control over the food, because if you control the food, you control the people.
That is true. That's true.
People don't know how to grow their own food. They're dependent.
Yeah. Well, and so I don't want to go conspiracy theory too far into this, but I noticed a difference in the food taste and just the overall, it just tastes richer and not as processed in other countries the times we've traveled. And I was like, well, maybe it is something happening here in terms of our food here
Yes.
and how it's produced.
Absolutely. And you said it the best way.
Yeah.
When you go to other countries, it tastes better.
Yeah, they're definitely controlling it. Yeah, I see the chat. Some libraries give free seeds. Radiant Wisdom says some libraries gives free seeds, and then I know Coder Wolf, you were talking about the plants. Hold on one second. You said some seeds were legally locked, like she said, and the seeds that were controlled mixed with the plants. Hold on one second. Other farmers were doing.
One of my viewers actually got that lettuce poisoning.
Oh, really?
Yes. Oh my goodness, Vicky, are you okay about that? Oh my goodness, that's crazy. But I mean, it just makes it more. It pushes us more into this realm of I need to grow my own food.
Was it truly the lettuce was the problem? I mean, I know the whole Taco Bell stuff.
It was a bacterial on the lettuce.
Oh, really?
But it was the farms. It was the farms. It was the farms not properly doing what they need to do as far as keeping things not contaminated with, who knows what.
Wow.
Thank you for the gifts. Appreciate those roses, guys. Thank you so much. I see you guys. Thank you.
So what's your lesson for today? What are you teaching?
We're teaching ecosystem. So we're talking about how, why ecosystem is so important. Why, it's not just, you can't just have one thing growing. It's a network of funguses and bacterias and everything's working together, bees, and how you have to work with nature, not against nature. That's what today's lesson's about.
Wow.
So yeah, and we just started, so you didn't interrupt, you guys.
Okay.
Really good. It just started. We were in the pre-quiz. Phase where I kind of just asked where our mindset at when we're starting this life,
Now,
where we're going to get.
Radiant asked a quick question. I think it aligns with your topic. Have you discussed the sun and also the lack of water to grow? So.
We have talked about that in the past. My viewers know I urge that everyone should get a rain barrel. I'm on well water, and it helps decrease my costs when it comes to growing. And rain barrels, if it's legal in your area,
right.
It's not legal everywhere. If it's legal in your area, I urge everyone to have a rain barrel. But I will say I live in Florida, so I don't have too much of a lack of sun. But if you do live in an area with a lack of sun, there's
Yeah.
There's always something to grow, whether that's lettuce or collards or I grow more fruit because where I live. Charlie said I live in Arizona, so I don't have rain. I hear ya. I hear ya. But I know a few growers in Arizona, and they make it work. It is more difficult. Every climate's gonna have its challenges.
Yeah, so you have to be very particular about what you're growing too, then, also.
Yeah,
Okay.
varieties change. What I grow in Florida might not be what someone grows in Chicago,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
or what someone grows in, let's just say, California, even though
Gotcha.
it's a nice warm area, it's the climate. It definitely controls what you should grow, when you should grow it.
Radiant said, I was referring to sun modification.
Oh,
Mm.
yes, absolutely. So I use a what is it called? Sun blocking cloth. Why is my brain shade cloth? I use shade cloth. I've used shade cloth for my watermelon even. You know, watermelon loves sun, but it was so hot. Let me catch them. What? What? Let you catch them? What are you gonna catch? Someone in my chat said someone got charged for catching rain. Oh my goodness, really?
Oh,
Really?
really?
Wow. So I guess someone in some area got in trouble or charged with catching rainwater. It's very important to still try to follow your local laws, and if that means moving sometimes, because you can't keep up with those local laws, yeah, it's up to you guys. But
Yeah.
so yeah, I do use some shade cloth. I have to use sun modification. Living in Florida it can get tough.
Yeah, Mrs. Treetop said the city gives her city, so she's in Philly, gives rain barrels and installation for free 2 days a week in Philly. Yeah,
That's beautiful. That's
that's good.
beautiful.
That is really good.
Yes, Charlie said yes, they tried to say that it breeds mosquitoes. Yeah, yeah,
Mm.
yeah. And there's still, but the crazy thing about it is you can put covers, there's so many things, but when they find a way for someone to not pay them, they will definitely find a way to say it's illegal to do.
Mm. I love that.
Hmm.
Uh, Radiant says, I noticed sunflowers don't grow towards the sun. And then Coder Wolf said, different plants are better for different planting zones. Yes. Yep.
Absolutely, absolutely. Some people will grow carrots better. Some people will grow, let's just say, like me, watermelon. Watermelon is
Mm.
a Florida thing. There are things that are specifically to be grown easier, better, with less struggle in specific areas, for sure.
Oh, so Mrs. Treetop, she has the others in the chat wondering about catching the rainwater. They're saying that they thought it was illegal to catch
It, de-
rainwater.
it depends on your area and your own legislation. For some
Mm.
people in here, so they cannot do it. I know here in St. Cloud, the city has talked about rain barrels before. I don't think it was free, but they were like giving them away at a specific price. Sort of the ones that they liked people to use. I think they were just moving people towards a specific type of rain barrel. Cashmania said the state ruled that because the rain falls on their land, they own it. What state was that?
Hmm.
Cash. Thank you for the finger hearts, Queen.
So who owns it?
Appreciate
The
it.
state or the homeowner?
They say that the state, because I've heard that before, but I don't
Huh.
know if that's necessarily the case for every state. I don't know what state ruled that necessarily, but yeah, they've said that in the past, that because it comes from the air.
Wow. Wow. They said,
Vicky says, I wish they would just teach the average person how to take care of your rain barrels so you'd absolutely, Vicky. But they don't want to enable us to be independent. Not every I feel like some cities have our best interests, other cities or governments, they don't always have the best interest. Sometimes they have more self-interest. It just depends on where you live.
right.
Charlie said yes, they're monetizing water now. Also because now they have a new crypto that is out.
Oh, wow.
There's just so many. There's different ways you can direct it, but at the end of the day, we'll never really know.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
We'll never really know why they really do it.
Yeah, so Mrs. Treetop says she's gonna go get her. She's gonna call her city to get her barrel, her
Okay,
free
you better
barrel.
have that garden too, Miss Treetop.
Yes, they need to teach this in grammar school, high school, and college. Yes, I really do think so. I think the whole, horticulture, just the whole gardening, all those things, agriculture, it's not taught enough. I mean, you have to go to a school specific for that, but it's not taught enough for the average person.
Absolutely. I think, remember when home ec was a thing? I think
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
when home ec was still in schools, home ec at least touched on it. But now home ec's been taken out of schools, even other like more, what is it called, like let's say hands-on normal living things like even finances,
Yeah.
wood shop for the boys to be able to learn how to build things with their own hands. No, they don't want that. No.
Mm.
So
Wow. Well, real quick. So you're in. Do you show your garden? Cause you're.
oh
Are you
yeah,
close to your garden?
yeah, I'm
Yes. She
right
has a
here.
beautiful
I'm on my
garden
back
now.
patio right now, and we walk through the garden. So we're walking out here. So this is my loofah gourd here. It is pretty hot right now, so it's looking sad. Like it will always look pretty sad here. But if you go in here, you can actually see the loofahs, and those you can wash your body with them. All
Oh, I
natural.
thought you were saying loofah. I was like loofah, like the loofah. So really? Okay. Oh, did she freeze? Did we lose
Yep.
her? Oh, you're there. Okay, she reconnected. Okay. Wow.
So loofah's technically made of plastic, typically,
Okay.
and this one is not. Here's a baby.
A baby loofah? That's a baby? What?
Mm-hmm. That's when it's small. Yeah. This
That
is
looks
big.
like a cucumber. What is that?
It
What am I?
is. So you know what? I'm gonna show you the dried one. I'm gonna show you the dried. You know what? Let's pick one real quick. We can pick one in a second. But there's my green beans as well as our long beans. Those are little bean plants. Here's basil.
Okay. Oh, basil.
Here's basil. Here's my okra.
Oh, nice.
That's how okra grows. Just right on the top of it. And then here's banana tree. There's like 3 banana trees right here. And then here's my big watermelon patch.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That's
So
all
we got
water?
watermelon.
Oh,
There.
wow.
Here's another watermelon right here. Another watermelon right here.
Oh, my goodness.
Another watermelon right there. And then I have like a few more growing over there. But this is just one watermelon plant. I love fried okra. Me too.
Oh, yeah.
We've been
That's
trying to
what
find
I'm hearing
different
over here.
recipes
The
of
Coda Wolf said, I love okra plants too.
them.
Did them so many times.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Wow.
thank you, babe, for the water. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. And then obviously you always have to have like other things. So like this is my perennial flower patch. These are my amaryllis.
So tell me more about that. You said you have the flowers because you want to bring in the bees to help pollinate the plants.
Absolutely. And just balancing out the ecosystem. Like
Okay.
you want to have a variety of everything. Like if you go to just think about going to a town. You can't all have one store. You have to have there's a bumblebee.
I saw it. Look at it. Oh my gosh.
So you can't just have one thing. Oh my goodness, you finally caught me live? Yes, hi, welcome in. So yeah, you finally caught me live. So this right here, this is an assassin bug. It actually kills other bugs.
Oh wow.
So it will go ahead and eat other flies. It'll eat just all the bad things we don't want. And they bite too. So I'm gonna back myself up. They bite, but they're good for the garden. So you let them stay
I'm
in the
starting to
garden.
itch.
You're like, like even like this. Like look, you got lizards. The lizards help in the garden too.
Yeah, I'm not seeing as many lizards anymore.
Oh, I see it. It's because of where you live. They're all over here.
Okay.
They're all over. Look at that big spider though.
Oh wow. Oh,
And look, it got something in its web.
oh,
So she's like, and cut. Get me out of here. Leave me be. And this is something. This is also. I love this right here. So this is my aloe. My aloe actually attracts hummingbirds.
oh wow.
So that's the aloe flower, and every morning, every night, we've had so many aloes come. So many hummingbirds come and just enjoy it.
Oh wow, that's beautiful. That's beautiful.
This is the agave I stole from Aruba.
You so y'all laughing at me. They laughing at me itching.
They're like, there's a little dragon fruit, and then we got cactuses. Yeah, there's my lemon tree on my patio actually.
So, Coda Wolf, you said there is the idea of sister plants that said that their sisters' growth needs. Tell me
One more
more.
time.
The idea of sister plants.
Oh,
That's it.
absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely. Or companion planting is probably another word. There's one of my cactuses, but this is my lemon tree.
Oh yeah, I had a
Right,
lemon
keep it on
tree.
my patio.
Yeah,
You said you had a lemon tree?
yeah, yeah. Bounty said, "Can you show the dried loofah?" I think you
Oh,
froze when you were
yes.
showing it. The loofah looks like a zucchini or a cucumber. Is that what you were showing?
Yeah, I'm gonna pick it off. I'm gonna pick a new one because all my dried ones are up. Give me 2 seconds. I'm
Okay.
gonna put my water down. Here are all my seeds, by the way.
Oh, okay. Wow.
I keep them nice and neat. But let me get my. Oh, here's another watermelon, by the way. Little baby watermelon.
Oh, look at the baby. It looked like a little green pepper.
This is so. Jelly's asking, who is this? This is Miss Dr. Lisa. She's actually the one that helped me go live when I originally started going live. She's the one that I immediately went to. I watched a few different live hosts that taught people how to go live, but she was the one that did it best for me. And I'm also a part of her agency. She's my agency. She's the agency owner. So if anyone else goes live in my room, guys, if you don't have an agency, super duper helpful.
Yes.
Super duper helpful. She's even helped me just like when it comes to providing a style for you guys that you guys like more, a little bit more uniformed, and help me even with like the fact of me teaching you guys was not necessarily her idea, but she definitely helped guide me to it because she's very informative in her lives too.
Oh wow, look at that. So
I'm gonna peel it real quick.
Oh wow. So Coach Fee, she asked, where do you order your seeds from?
Oh, so many different places. It just depends. It honestly depends if it's I on TikTok Shop partially.
Oh really?
Some of them I get from TikTok Shop, surprisingly enough. Yeah. Actually, I got one of my watermelons varieties from TikTok Shop. But you can also I get a lot of them just from local nurseries and things like that. I'm not too particular with it because typically all seeds will germinate. So what you want to do is you take off the top. Pull it off. And so it forms this fibrous inside. And I just take my finger and I just slide it down.
It is a long one. Someone said it's a long one.
Yes, this is a long one. So you cut it in half or cut it in thirds.
Okay,
Actually,
good.
we make some silver around them when we sell them. I go to farmers markets. As you guys know, I also have a nursery.
So I want to ask, they wanted to hear your origin story. Like, how did you start growing fruits and vegetables and stuff?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So I started growing hydroponically originally, and then I started growing my patio because I was scared of bugs, like Dr. Lisa. I'm from Illinois, from Chicago. Didn't like bugs, so I was like, I could just do this on my patio. And then God kind of drew me closer to the garden. That's where God drew me, was outside, growing in the ground, and I was also battling addiction at the time, and I chose. I thought I chose it, but I realized now it was definitely God choosing for me. And I was like, I'll go garden because then I won't be able to physically touch my drug of choice,
Right.
or my and so I just would be in the garden for like 6 or 7 hours a day.
Yeah.
Like just doing who knows what, digging, growing, pruning, all this stuff, right? And I just developed this really true passion behind it. And then I started my nursery because I was like, I enjoy it. And then I kind of pushed it towards having the mission of helping people grow their own food.
Yeah.
Because I connected with nature so strongly, just my mental health. I was going to a psychiatrist, a
Yeah.
psychologist, and being in the garden, I'm no longer on any mental health medication. I have the most amount of peace and joy that I've ever had in my whole life. I started going back to church. I started developing relationships with people that I felt like wasn't just helping me, was helping them too. My story, whenever I would talk to people, my story would, you know, I don't know, give people hope, give people encouragement. And then additionally, thank you, Coach. Thank you for the heartbeat. So it was just that, and it just became like this mission. And then my boyfriend and me started talking about it, and I was like, I really want to get a farm. And so now that's the goal. In 2 years, getting a farm is the goal. So we started renovating this house, and I started shifting my nursery from just is that a hummingbird? Is there a hummingbird right there? The hummingbird's there. Oh, I can't even show you guys fast enough. But the hummingbird's there. It's right at the aloe, drinking out of the aloe. But it's so small and they move so fast. They're so delicate.
Yeah.
You can barely see them. If I was outside, I'd definitely show you guys. She's so cute. She comes every single day now. But yeah, that's my story. My story
That's
was
beautiful.
God. That's the short version.
So somebody said, Bounty said you're reaping what you sow. You're literally doing that. So that's beautiful. Everyone here said that's a beautiful testimony, powerful testimony. Yeah. So
Thank you. Yeah.
Lady Gloria said her husband recovered and he did gardening as well. So
Oh, look at that. And you know what? And at some point I hope to be able to do that, to be able to go to places and teach people that are suffering through addiction and mental health. My mom suffered from depression, my whole childhood. Like, I grew up in a really rough house, as far as my mom suffering from depression and also, having issues with her, addictions of different situations. And it pushed me, and I wasn't even addicted long. Like, that's the crazy part about it. I was addicted and I was in denial. Like, sometimes you're in denial. I was addicted for like 2 years. And I was like, man, I can quit anytime I want. You hear people say that all the time.
right.
Until you're in that position, you don't really know what it means.
Right.
When you start saying that, that's how you know you're in bad.
Yeah.
I quit anytime I want, but you haven't done it yet.
But it's all about having this testimony, having this opportunity to say, this is what drew you to gardening too. Without that experience, without that, journey, you possibly wouldn't have found this. So
absolutely, I agree with you. Like, it's so beautiful, and like, I think God wants all of us, all of His children. He wants all of us to get back to what He intended, which was us being able to be outside, and being outside was great because it connected us to Him even more.
Yeah.
Good morning, Coach Chantel said good morning, host and chat, connecting from Dr. Lisa's. Thank you guys. Hey guys, if you guys don't mind going over and connecting with Dr. Lisa as well, this was great. This was great.
I took up your live schedule. I'm sorry, I took up 30 minutes of your time, but I appreciate you showing that.
You're absolutely fine. You're absolutely fine. Oh, and I'll show you guys how it looks down the. If you've ever seen these, this is exactly what the thing is, and it dries out. It gets really hard.
So what do you do? Just let it out in the sun and dry it at this point? And that's where people will.
I'll shake those seeds out a little bit now.
Okay.
And then as you shake it, the seeds come out, and then as it dries, it comes out a little bit easier. And then I just cut it, and I put all my dried ones away yesterday at my daughter's party. But yeah, and then you can wet it, and it actually becomes like a sponge.
Wow, it's a loofah. It's a loofah sponge.
It's a loofah sponge. It's exactly what you don't expect it to be.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Thank you, Mrs. Treetop, for the donuts. Thank you, everyone that came over from her side. I appreciate it. We love having company over here.
Absolutely. Thank you, everybody, for indulging this conversation too. On my side, I know this is not TikTok tips. This is TikTok gardening.
Yes. This is not how to grow a garden. This is how to grow a community.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. So, but I appreciate you, friend. Yeah, we were talking about co-hosting, and a couple questions came up. So I was like, well, you know what? Let's see if we can find somebody to co-host. And so this was a good example. We were engaging in our chats, as you guys saw in the conversation. It was more, an easygoing conversation, and both of us wanted to make sure the chats felt included. And so you want to kind of do that as you're doing co-hosting, but it's easy to do. You just have a conversation. Yeah. So thank you, friend. I appreciate you so much. I'm so proud of you. You have grown quite a bit. You've been doing your thing, and I know your community is so appreciative of what you're showing and doing for them and for TikTok in general. All right.
Guys, stay consistent.
That was the mantra.
Dr. Lisa says 14-day challenge.
Or 30, or 60.
Or 30, or stream every day. You should be streaming every day. Sometimes for an hour.
Over an hour.
Just an hour, at least an hour. And you know what? When you get to a specific point, you don't have to do that. You can make a choice. But when you first want to get the ground running, get your community built.
Exactly.
Do it.
Exactly.
And they take taps in 10 minutes. Those are like my best tips for talking.
Exactly. Get that early engagement going. All right, friend. I appreciate you, Precious. I look forward to popping in and learning some more about gardening and the earth and the plants.
To everyone that came from her side, I appreciate it. Welcome in, India. One of my super fans just came in. Hi, India. You didn't miss the ecosystems lesson because we were talking to Dr. Lisa.
There we
you
go.
came in right on time.
There
If anyone's in my chat that wants just to understand how TikTok works, you want to say, hey, I want to be a good viewer, go to her live.
I too. Yep.
It's a great. I
Thank you, friend.
I got a butterfly mask, love it. So I will
Thank you.
get going.
All right, appreciate you. Take care, friend. Bye
Bye,
bye.
Dr. Lisa.
Bye bye. There we go. All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for the follow and appreciate everybody coming in. Hey, Lisa. Thank you, Bounty. I appreciate the masquerade mask. Appreciate you all. Thank you all for the roses, the taps, the shares, the likes, the comments. I appreciate all the engagement, you all. This was that was you said that was amazing. Oh, thank you so much. You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm happy y'all were able to meet Precious. Appreciate you. Thank you for the cowboy hat. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. I love her story. I think she is just such a wonderful person. And that's I hate to say this, y'all. I think I got the best job ever. I really do. I think I have the best job ever because I meet all of you all. I meet all of you guys doing some phenomenal things in what brought you to TikTok and what's keeping you here. I'm able to, be a witness to that and a bird's eye view and hear your stories and stuff. So I knew her story. I knew we had the Chicago connection. I knew, she's just a wonderful person. And there's some people out here and people who have had some tough luck and some things happen to them and they're here and they're transforming their lives. And so I see that all the time in a lot of live hosts. And then, there's people who are still dealing with health issues and stuff like that. And they're still showing up, going live and being there for their community. So it's just a beautiful experience. And so she's a wonderful person. If you get over there, she does inspire you to think about gardening. I'm not a gardener, y'all. I don't know if I'm gonna do it. I did garden a little bit, so it's interesting. I was one of those people who had a little outdoor garden, but I'm in this, and maybe now that I'm 50, I might keep it up because I was inconsistent. I was not out there enough. I wasn't doing the daily work needed for the garden. So it got overrun by pests and weeds and sun and no water. And so I need to do better, but I do love plants and seeing them grow and stuff. And so I just have to figure out how do I fit it into my life and my schedule and prioritize it because it does need to be prioritized. One of the rooms I go in is actually ends their lives like they can go to the co-host room. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I know there's a lot of people who do that. I like that strategy too. I don't do it enough. It just depends on how my room is going with questions and conversations and stuff. And so I don't have a chance to co-host, but that's the evolution, y'all. As you start doing this, you're going to think about other things you could be doing. And that's helpful for your analytics too. So you meet new hosts, they meet you, they connect. In Florida, I feel like you can throw seeds outside. It'll grow like a big stalk. No, not necessarily, but kind of depends. I mean, really, it is something like that because you'll have some things that grow. Like I know people who have like mango trees, and then like she said, she has a lemon tree and like orange trees and stuff, and people will just plant that stuff. And before you know it, it's growing in your backyard. It's this big tree, and people are having mangoes falling out the trees and stuff. It's like, how long that tree been there? They're like, oh, it's been there for like 10 years. So it's like, oh, really? But yeah, so some of that does happen. I was just fascinated by when I was traveling. We didn't see my husband. I mean, we visibly was like, look at all these watermelon seeds and this watermelon. It's like, well, say watermelon seeds. And so it was like a whole conversation. And I think that's just interesting how maybe it is a little bit of control, a lot of bit of control. You said I have not co-hosted before. Margot, yes. And your topic would lend itself well to like somebody like Precious who does the gardening because you're doing teas and just thinking about herbs and teas and so yeah, that could be an interesting conversation. Yeah, so you could definitely meet with some people who are like in the plant niche or gardening niche. Um, I definitely wanted to be a great engager and viewer. Thank you so much, friends. I appreciate you. You should have brought the seeds home. I should have brought the seeds home. I should have. I should have. We should have collected them. Nobody checked for it either. I could have had them right in my bag. Could have. I sure could have. Darn it. Why didn't I say this on my live when I was there? I need to go back to the saddle, Coach Lisa. Thank you. Oh, you got to get back in it. You got it, Fran. You got it. You just started up. Right, tea and sometimes gardening when I do weekend lives. Yeah, yeah. So co-host with another gardener. Yeah, that would be great. For real, did you make it to this? I looked into it. No, I kid you not. When I got off that live with you guys, I called. I kid you not, and they didn't have anything for that day. And then they would have had an appointment. She did have an appointment for the next day, but we was heading to the airport at that time. So I said, you don't have anything like first thing in the morning? And she was like, no. So I couldn't do it. I looked it up too. So I was like, because I told my husband, I said, why did you tell me this? He's like, I didn't know. I was like, oh, I didn't know either. So I should have looked into it though. That was my bad. As soon as I found out about it, I should have. And I mentioned it to him at one point in the very beginning once we got there, but I think I got distracted and I should have really followed up on it. But yeah, it would have been nice. Would have been really nice. She's talking about one of the specialty. I don't know I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. It's um, Heminin. It's a Moroccan spa treatment. So it's like a whole ritual that you get done, and with the bath and massage and all the stuff. So they had like 4 different kind that you could do, and I was like, none of them available. She was like, no. So thank you for the drive. He did tell me, but he told us at night. He did tell us at night. It was at night, so it was like the night before. So if I would have listened, I would have called first thing in the morning. So, but yeah, so I missed out on that opportunity. I'm kind of like I said, I'm kind of kicking myself because I normally get them done when I'm doing my birthday trips and stuff, and so I should have done it. Should have just done it. Anyway, did you gain points for staying on a person live the whole time? Did I gain points? What you mean by points? Yeah, next time. Hopefully there is a next time. Definitely. Gain points. What do you mean by points? So what happens is you typically see more views. So my impressions look, I'm assuming they're higher. My viewership probably, I should have checked it before I started that, but I'm sure it went up. No, do I gain points? Do you gain points by co-hosting as a viewer? Is that what you mean by as a viewer? It would have been based on the engagement you would have done. Like if you would have went over there and giving your daily heart me, sent a gift. So you get points that way from gifting engagement and heart me. Thank you so much. How you doing, Wealthy Habits? Does time populate when you're a guest? Does time populate? No, not, what do you mean by that? Not as part of your viewership as a guest. You don't get any analytics as a guest. You get like a system notification to say what you earned for from the coins and the gifting, but you don't get any analytics if you're on the guest side. Thank you so much for the Dr. Lisa Cares. I think I'm answering questions correctly. I think I might be confused by Lady Gloria. Let me know. No, if I stay on your live and gave gifts, you got points for that. Yeah, you got points for gifting engagement. Is that what you're asking? Let me show you real quick. Lady Gloria, anybody else in the room, I'll do blue box real quick. Do me a favor, where you put that comment at, click your photo, and then click that the level LV15 box. And that's how you can see how many points you've gotten, how many points you need, and then there's a deduction number. There's that number that you need to get to level up. So if you want to get to level 16, so it'll show you how many points you need for level 16. Does it count towards your live time is what I was asking. For co-hosting, me as the host, my time is ticking. My time is ticking, and yes, you as a guest, you get no credit for being on the live beyond just the gifting. There's no analytics or points that go for you being a guest. No. So if I pulled you up right now as a guest, you wouldn't see that in your analytics for showing that you co-hosted with somebody, or I mean that you were a guest in someone's room. There's nothing that goes towards your time. No. Precious is in her room, so she's co-hosting, so she's going live, so that counts. So she's live, I'm live. We both got credit for that. But when you're someone's guest, you get no credit. Nope. Only thing you can earn is some money from it. Let me know if that answers your question. I think that's what you're asking me. Will it count towards you being a guest in some kind of way? Nope. You don't have to go live. Yes. Okay. Okay. Yeah. You have to go live. Hey, Moonflower. Welcome to the room, friend. Thank you all for being here. I am going to get off. I'm going to take a break. I come back at 4 o'clock. So I'm going to take a break. I'll be back at 4. We'll talk a little bit more. I'll probably do a little bit more live tips and strategies. Yesterday I did TikTok Go. I talked about it quite a bit. Yesterday's live, I'll recap that because there was a lot of people who are interested in how to get Go. That's the one where your travels, hospitality, hotel, dining, attractions, activities you go to. And as you post content at that, they're trying to get a bank of content you can monetize, you can earn that way as well. Hey, Susan, Wealthy Habits Pro. So I'll talk about it. I talked about it in the sense of how to get it, how to get access and invited into that program. And so I'll share some tips on that too, if anyone's curious about it. I think everybody should be at least curious in doing it. Maybe not doing it on your primary account, maybe do another account and get it there. But I think you should, because it's definitely another program that you can benefit from, especially if you're doing these things anyway, doing vacations and trips and dining out and stuff. So yeah, thank you so much. Bounty, I thought about you real quick. I don't know if you're still in the room. I thought about you because I was watching earlier today the Today Show, and you were talking about the line dancing as a new trending activity. I was like, that's what Bounty does. She does it so good too. So she does the line dancing. So I don't know if you're still in the room, but she does line dancing, and they did a little segment on it. So it was pretty cool watching how much of a trend it is, and everyone's loving it right now. Susan, welcome to the room. Thank you for grabbing that Daily Heart Me. Thank you for the TikTok Your Live gift. I appreciate it. Thank you all. Go ahead and claim your points. If you're in the room and you haven't clicked up here to claim your points for the Daily Heart Me so you can level up in the room. So get those points. You said love line dancing. Do you really? I need to get into it. I love watching it, so I know I would love to do it. But I have to find somewhere to go here. She goes to an actual class program that she does, so it's pretty cool. All right, friends. Appreciate you all. Thank you all for watching the live, liking, comment, sharing, putting the stickers in the chat, and all the gifting. I so appreciate the support. Thank you all for being here. I'm still trying to learn the Tamia. Oh, the Tamia line dance. Yes, that is a good one. That's a good one. Thank you all for your support. I so appreciate everybody who's here. I will be back at 4 p.m. Eastern. Like I always say, practice makes progress. We are not trying to be perfect. All right, friends? Thank you all for being here. I will see you all later. Take care. Bye-bye. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Appreciate you all supporting. I will catch you all later.